There I am. Okay. Okay. All stuff I should have done before I ended the live stream. Ah, this side. So it's the weird mirrored, not mirrored thing that's bugging me again. It's okay. Okay, so it is LiveTUBBs Weekly, and I've been away a couple of weeks, and it's been no big deal, guys. It's just well, kind of big deal ish. Basically, I think I may have lost my funding for good this time, and essentially, it's just kind of hit me that my main source of income kind of is just not there anymore. It's that plus a death in the family, and also a bunch of other random crappy stuff that just hit me all at once, and I was just kind of like depressed, and I don't want to whine and moan about my depression. So basically, well, I don't want to whine and moan about my depression in a super depressing way, and that's all I could think about at the time, is all of the super depressing things about the depression at the time. There was nothing that I could do to basically turn it into anger or anything else that's useful. So I was just bummed out, and I kind of still am, but problem is that it's Christmas, so I kind of have to try not to be bummed out, and that's annoying. I want to say infuriating, because then again, I will be less bummed out about that, but I'll just be, Anyway, I'm here now. There still hasn't been any balloon videos, and there still hasn't been any human balloon videos and stuff, and well, there's a couple of reasons for that. One of them is basically I've actually got a balloon. I found one, so I can actually make a balloon video. So that's something. But the human balloon video has just not been on the cards at the moment anyway, because depression, and just haven't felt like it, and also randomly have some kind of, I don't know how personal I can get really, but I've had a weird tummy. I've had a weird butthole over the past couple of weeks, which is basically it's because of the change in diet and stuff, because like I could afford to feed myself a lot, and now I can only afford to feed myself the bare minimum. So essentially it's just a weird change in diet. It's not good for your bowels, and basically, well, doing that kind of inflation in particular is problematic when it comes to bowel health, if you know what I mean. I've not been well enough to basically do that kind of inflation, so yeah. However, I'm thinking about basically suspending the votes for another week. I wanted to get your guys' takes on that. So in the chat, basically, if you want to just let me know if I should suspend the vote and basically keep the inflatable tubs. No, it's the Lunar Tubs channel. It's the one that's active at the moment. If you want to keep the Lunar Tubs channel active, then just say so. Or if you want me to just move on to another topic, then basically just say so, and we'll get the ball rolling, I guess. It's kind of a thing. It's up to you guys. But yeah, I'm also looking for ideas for the Santa video, because it's, like I said, it's Christmas, so I have to kind of like flick the depression out of the way. Well, in this case, kind of like ran into it with a train that's full of Christmas stuff. because that's kind of how I feel about the whole depression thing. You know, just it's like my depression is this huge block, and it's like there's a train that's Christmas, and it's got to somehow ram this huge block out of the way and just push it till after New Year's, and then I can continue to be depressed that I'm probably going to die in here. Yay! So yeah, let's suspend votes. Okay, well, yeah. See, it took so much convincing. Honestly, I kind of. Ugh, I'm trying not to talk about it so much. I'm trying not to talk about it so much because basically it's a huge bummer to everybody that I've talked to about it, to the point where I've in fact tried not to talk to people because of it. Oh my god. Yeah, I've gotten into the whole nihilism thing. You know, I kind of don't care. I know it's not funny. It's nervous laughter. Yeah. So yeah, that's so okay. Let's suspend. So we'll suspend the votes until for another week at least. Maybe I'll, have the energy to do it, I guess. But as for the Christmas video is concerned, I have nothing. I don't know. What would you like to see Santa Tubbs do? I basically am not going to go with the fake beard approach because this year I have my own beard and I have a whole fresh can of the whitening beard spray, well, whitening hairspray. But it works on beards as well. I think it's probably less good a quality as the other stuff that I got, but I'm pretty sure it's the same stuff. I basically got it during Halloween. From the store instead of actually getting it online. So basically, I don't have to worry about the huge beard because I've got my own huge beard to do this with. So yeah. I think subconsciously I've been trying to kick in the whole, the whole Santa thing is definitely getting it. I'm definitely a son of Santa. I definitely have Christmas in my blood because I found out today after doing some of the laundry that for the past since it's been December, I have worn nothing but red, white, and black, apart from my dressing gown. But that's only because I don't have any other dressing gown. But yeah, I went to the store today, and this is my white tank top thing, and I had a red flannel shirt, and I had a red and black coat, and I had brown paints. I had brown paints on. But I was like, when I got home from the store, I basically and was taking some stuff out of the dryer. I was like, David's clothes, my clothes, my clothes. They're all Christmas colors. So, and then I kind of looked down to what I was wearing. I was like, okay, so this is a thing. Okay, the Santification is continuing, even if I am super depressed. Yeah. So I'm definitely not going with the fake beard thing. The problem with the fake beard thing, the problem with the white beard thing is that stuff is messy. Like I have to wear that, and I can't wear it all day. I can't wear it all season. It doesn't like stain the beard white. It literally is just kind of this weird foam spray stuff that sticks to hair. And it doesn't stay there. It sticks the hair, but it doesn't stay there very well. It's literally just kind of a weird. It's not even a paint, So the problem is basically I can't wear that all the time. I can't just put it on and then wipe it off again. It goes on, and I have to shoot something. So essentially, I can't just, you know, I have to pick when I'm going to do this. I have to have a shower right afterwards to get the stuff out of my beard. So it's not something that I can just do the Santa videos. That's why I need to kind of like nail down the Santa videos so that I can basically do it and then not worry about it for the rest of Christmas. So yeah. Problem is, like I said, I don't really know what to do for the Santa video because last year was just kind of a, it was just kind of a, I did two Santa videos. I did one with the one without the fake beard and one with the fake beard, and it was just a big pain. I don't know exactly what I'm also I don't know what I'm going to do for the Christmas party because that should have happened already. So yeah, that was going to happen this weekend as well. But my mother came up to visit before Christmas so that I can give her a presents and she can give me my presents. So basically that just happened. That just happened like today, like this weekend, like yesterday and today. So yeah, my mouth's gone super dry all of a sudden. Essentially, I can't really, yeah. Hey, Jeffers. So yeah, essentially, I don't know when I'm going to do that because next weekend I've got the house to myself, and I was going to be doing something, but that plan is out the window. I think. I think that plan has always been out the window. I don't think that plan's ever going to come back. Because that had to do with my investor that weekend. So yeah, but I'm going to be by myself. So yeah. It could be then, because the weekend after that is when I'm actually going to. It's really windy here, so forgive the fan noises. My extractor fan flaps are flowing and hitting themselves in the wind. Anyway, yeah, the weekend after that. So that's not next weekend. That's the weekend after. Oh fuck. Not next weekend. The weekend after. I am going to be away for Christmas. That's actually when Christmas is happening. So yeah, that's so I've basically got 2 weeks to film a Santa video and to plan the Christmas party thing, the Christmas hangout party thing. And to be completely honest with you, I don't know if the Christmas hangout party thing is going to be feasible. I just don't know what I'm going to do for that because I know it's just a hangout, it's just a general hangouts thing, but essentially just getting alcohol in and having a little mini Christmas party is kind of super lame. How do I describe it without like I'm not trying to insult you guys, it's just that it's like it looking back on it, it's very depressing because it's like I'm just in my office and yeah, I'm kind of hanging out with you guys, but I'm not actually hanging out with you guys. That's kind of a bummer. I'd much rather be hanging out with you guys at an actual place, an actual Christmas party and stuff. So yeah. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I mean, what else am I gonna do? It's gonna you have to make what you make the most out of what you got. So yeah. I just don't know what I'm gonna do for it. I mean, I got some spare booze, so that's okay. So yeah. Hey Jeff, I don't know how long you've been here for. You know, I don't know how much you've heard, but I'm looking for ideas for the Santa video because it's Christmas. So basically, I've got to make a Santa video, but I don't know what to do for the Santa video. So is there anything that you want to see Santa doing? Basically, I can do fairly reasonably well. You know, that I can actually do. You know, if basically somebody comes in with the thing, it's like, oh, you should do Santa Tubs on a sleigh with reindeer and try to make it look like they're flying. It's like, I don't have the budget for that. Sounds fun, but I don't have the budget for that. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to eat or drink anything on account of my beard's going to be spray painted white, essentially spray painted white. So yeah. So far, I've literally got nothing. I basically just have like me in a Santa suit or in a partial Santa suit. I don't know because I could try to do the thing that I could try to do the thing that I did last year with the Santa suit. Well, most of the Santa suit, but without the braces, but with the black belt because it looked a bit, you know, it looked a bit crowded on me with the braces, the harness, and the big belt, you know. So maybe I should just have either just have the big belt or just have the braces or just have the big belt and braces and the harness and not have the braces or just have the like I could just do that. But I don't know. I don't know also what I'll be doing like that. I don't know. I need some direction, I think. Please don't feel pressed about it, Tubbs, and just pace yourself because I care more about you than the videos. Well, thank you, Jeff. I do appreciate it, but like I gotta keep busy, you know, because when I'm not working, I've essentially got like I've been a lazy fuck. I have been such a lazy fuck. Because all I've been doing in my free time at the moment has basically been trying to do online shopping because I don't want to go out and see anybody for the past couple of weeks. I've just not wanted to leave the house. And then getting depressed because basically I can't afford anything for myself, let alone for other people. So it's kind of been semi-pointless. Well, the problem is that I've got some money saved up from when I had the funding, and I've been using that money to basically pay off some debts for like my vacation next year, and also for Christmas shopping. So I've got nothing else for myself, and it kind of is like, fuck it. Have you started decorating your house? Have you started decorating your house yet, Tubbs, for Christmas? No. Yes and no. There's some things that have been set in motion, but the actual decorating part, that's a no. Basically, there's a problem. I decorate the trees. Damon decorates the entire house because he can reach the ceiling, and basically he's a little bit anal about exactly where things go. Like we have the same decorations out every single year, and I just decorate the trees differently and put them in different places because we've got 2 Christmas trees. We don't have big Christmas trees because we don't actually put presents under the Christmas trees here in this house because we always have Christmas at Damon's mum's house. my mother-in-law's house. So basically, she's got the big tree, and that's where all the presents go and stuff. So we basically just have 2 trees, and I put them usually on either side of the fireplace and stuff. So yeah. But I'm in charge of decorating the trees and putting all the things where I know that they're going to go and stuff like that. But Damon has to decorate the house. He has to at least put everything that's usually on the mantelpiece and in the living room in a box. And then basically, it's just where it goes in this box is a complete mystery to me. He has to do it, because if I do it, I'll do it wrong. And I know he doesn't mean to do it, but it always makes me feel like I've done something wrong whenever I put anything in the box in the wrong way or wrong order and stuff. And it's like, oh, you know, it's like, who cares, really? Who cares? But yeah, well, he cares. So yeah. So he has to do the house decorating, and I help. But also, I basically, he doesn't do the trees. I do all the trees and putting the trees up and stuff like that. So yeah. Hey, FMF. I love the tree that you had that you and Damon put up. They are so cute. The little ones here, yeah. The big one at my mother-in-law's, that I usually do all of that myself as well, because they help, but they don't really help. They basically sit in the living room while I'm putting the tree up, and then they just talk. But yeah. Yeah. The decorations have to go up before I do the Santa video, but I just don't know what to do for the Santa video still. I'm thinking about it. I think I might just retry. So far, the plan is there's the plan coming in place. It's basically just a redo of last year's video, only with the and I mean the I mean the Santa stripping video, if that makes sense. Not the video of me squishing the tiny penguin, the other one. So I'm thinking about that one, because I had two videos, and the reason why I had 2 videos last year was because one was because it was squishing week, and essentially I wanted to do a Santa squishing something thing, because I wanted to test out the Santa suit. And the other thing is was the actual Santa video that I basically made and kind of screwed up because there was too many straps on me. If that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking about just redoing that video with the beard spray stuff, and basically just recreating that video. But better, because I won't have the suspenders on, the braces on, whatever you want to call them. But yeah. Is that good enough? Or is there anything that anybody wanted to see in particular? Because I'm still thinking, if we have all the decorations up, I could do it by next weekend. I could do it next weekend, and I could also do the filming and the hangout. You know, the Christmas party thing and everything, all in one go. You know. So that's kind of a plan, kind of. It's not full plan just yet, but it's kind of a plan. Oh. Okay. So I had stomach cramp. That was fun. Yeah. Anybody want to talk about anything? Because I'm basically done. I don't know what else to talk about. You know, I'm kind of, I'm just here. Oh, I do have something new, and I've been trying to get my finger out of my ass. But that's not how depression works. Look how dirty this thing is. I've wiped this thing off. This is a one of my fans of my For Affinity page basically sent me this, and it's a Wacom tablet, and I mean it's pretty cool. It means that I can do drawing and stuff on it, and I've been learning how to basically. I've been learning just recently. I've been learning about coloring in and merging layers and all of that stuff. But yeah, this thing's pretty good. It's a second-hand tablet. It's been used before, and like I said, I don't think he's watching. But just in case he's watching, why didn't you clean this? This and the pencil, it came to me, and it was really dirty. Like it was like I get that it's secondhand. I get that it's used and it's old and stuff, but I can see some drawings still on this, just from the reflection. But yeah, it was a lot dirtier than this, and so was the pen. But yeah. So basically, my drawing has become digital-ish, I guess. I've been learning some fun things about that and trying to adapt to the whole weird disconnect of like me drawing something here means that it's appearing there, and I mean I'm okay with it. It's just that I don't think it's ever going to be as good unless I actually have a tablet where I can actually draw on the screen. But then again, I know they're expensive, and I'm very lucky to have this one, because essentially it basically cost me $40 because there was an import fee, because it comes from a buddy of mine in Canada. Like I said, the fan of my work on For Affinity in Canada. And basically, it's really cool. I mean, it's really cool that basically I can actually do the drawing and stuff. I think this is the exact model that I messed around with when I was in college. It probably wasn't, because it's probably way too old. How long ago was college? College was about 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. So, yeah, but I basically messed around with one on college, and I basically learned how to do some AutoCAD stuff and everything using one of these, because I was training to be an architect. And essentially, you know, I could never get around the whole disconnect thing. I ended up just using it like a mouse, and then I thought to myself, I might as well just use a mouse for this. So I have had experience with them, but I just never used them for actual art drawing stuff. So I've been trying not to be such a lazy fuck and basically actually do some drawing with it and stuff. And like I said, I've got to the point where I've done sketching, you know, done in steps. I'm trying to teach myself in steps how to do things. I've done sketching, you know, layout and stuff, and then actually using the you know, brushes and stuff. So that's step 2. And line work and everything around the sketches and stuff. And that's been pretty good. You know, that was pretty easy. I think it's because I warmed myself up with learning how to sketch properly again on this thing. And then I'm doing the thing that I'm currently doing, which is painting and merging, because I'm using layers. So I'm basically painting it in this layer, and then eventually I'm going to merge the layers. So it's a bit complicated, and I'm always telling myself how I have to save stuff. And the problem is I'm so used to basically just doing something with one continuous line and one continuous kind of like just get my pen, putting it on the paper, and then just kind of just making lots of strokes, but with one line, you know, never taking my pen off the paper. And I have screwed up so many times by basically doing lots and lots of lines when I've been drawing a character's beard or something, and then ending up it just deleting it. And it come up with a little message saying, you know, you can't use so many strokes. The computer can't track all of the individual strokes for one line. And I'm like, oh. I wish I would remember not to do that. So I've been trying to just go kind of just take my pen off of the pad. It's so hard and so annoying because, yeah. Basically having to relearn drawing again is just annoying. But yeah, so currently I'm working on layers, because you have to do like a different, you know, basically different sheets of paper that kind of overlap onto each other and stuff. The thing though about the pad is this thing is that I'm very used to basically drawing something and then using my natural wrist movement to basically make lines and curves. So I would move the pad or the paper. The problem is that when I do that on the screen, it just fucks with your head, because you're suddenly drawing with a curve, but you have to kind of tilt your head to really get the effect that you're going for. And oh my god. Luckily, the piece of software that I've got on my computer to actually do this, that I draw on, it's very, very simple and very, very quick to, I can actually tilt the pad, tilt the paper, the digital paper that I'm using, with just one click. So it's really good. I need to figure out how to use these buttons, because there's no manual that came with it, because it's secondhand. It had a manual at one stage, but it's not in the box that I got with it. So basically I need to figure out how to use these buttons. But if I basically can figure out, you know, if I could push one to basically make it tilt the page, that'd be incredibly easy. That'd be so useful. It'd just be so useful. So yeah, I've been learning about layers and coloring, and oh my god, is painting in this thing. It's a pain in the butt. I just want to pick up a different pencil and basically, but you can't do that. So yeah, it's been a pain in the butt, but I'm very glad that I've got it, and eventually I'm going to be back in the swing of doing art again. Only this time it'll be on the computer. It'll be digital, which means that I probably would be able to just like throw it up on screen here or something for you guys to look at. The current project isn't saved as an individual thing yet. It's saved as a whole project. So I need to figure out how to use that actually. How to access that. But yeah. Bear Buff's here. Hey, dude. He says, "Hey, Tubbs. Just want to drop by and say hello. It's great to see you again. Hope I can catch you before Christmas. Take care for now. Have a good one, dude." Thanks, Bear Buff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I've been learning how to do that. So that's something. I thought I thought that would take way more time, but it hasn't. If you've been on Discord, then you may know that I've been doing this because I've basically been. I showed some of the the very first time I got this pad. I basically just tried to get a sense of it because I knew it was going to be a struggle. I knew it was going to be a struggle. So I posted some pictures on Discord, and basically you can go see them. You know, they're nothing special. They're literally me just using the incredibly boring whiteboard app that comes with Windows. It's used for different kind of touchpads. It's used for whiteboard touchpads, and essentially, I just used it to try to figure out exactly how to draw. So, yeah. There's also one more drawing that I didn't show any, but I don't think I posted it on Discord. I definitely posted it to the person who sent me this. So, yeah. I don't think I've posted it here. It's basically because it's a weird picture. I basically drew an eye, and then I drew my face. But I drew my face as if it was looking at through a fisheye lens, because it was like, the eye's big, but everything else that, from the eye onwards just gets smaller and smaller and smaller, so it looks like it's a fisheye lens effect. And I only did my face. But it looks weird. It looks freaky. It messes me up when I look at it. But yeah. My beard is looking good. It's really long. It basically looks it's twice as long than it looks, because I lost that thread of hair at the bottom of my chest. That's where my boobie ends. Just there. So yeah. So it's continued to grow, and I've had some words not from my family. I thought my mum was going to tell me to try to shave or something, but no, she didn't. She didn't this weekend. But my in-laws, Damon's side of the family, oh my god, will they not lay off the jokes and just basically the assumptions and bullshit. But I went out to dinner with them just as the depression took hold. So I was not in the mood to be fucked with, and essentially I don't mind being jibed about some stuff, but holy crap. They're talking about how long it is and how it would get in my food when my food arrived, because we were, like I said, we were having dinner at a restaurant, and how food gets stuck in it, and basically how it's so big, and I just don't get it. I do not get it. But yeah. You're so glad that my mum came. Yeah, yeah, like I said, I don't think you're here, Jeff, for that bit, but basically I said that my mother came this weekend. We went to the garden centre. That's also a it's got a little restaurant in it, and it's got a tea room, and it's got a Christmas shop, and it's got it's a really, really fancy place for a glorified garden center. it's a really, really fancy place. Basically, you can get tons of different stuff there. And at Christmas times, they have a Christmas shop. They basically go all out for Christmas and have like a sale. And basically, my mother, I always tell my mum about this place, and she loves garden centres. She loves farm shops, and essentially, yeah, she she had a blast this year because she came up to see me, and I suggested that we go there because she's always wanted to see this place. And so, well, yeah, we had the whole day there. We had breakfast there because they do nice breakfasts. And then we had a walk around the shop, and then we had tea there. Then we had a walk around the shop some more shop walking, and then we had dinner here, and that was yesterday. And then she had breakfast with me, and then she drove back home because it's a long drive. So yeah, it's like 5 hours drive. So yeah. But no, that was nice seeing her. I feel really bad because she delivered a bag of presents. I know they're not all presents for me and Damon. They're presents for me, Damon, Damon's mum, and Damon's aunt, and other people and stuff like that. But it was basically a big carrier bag full of presents, and I gave her 3 things. I gave her a handful, a literal handful of 3 things, and I feel so bad and guilty. But Damon's like, you shouldn't feel guilty because we're going to send her some stuff anyway in the post. And I'm like, oh, okay, but I know that's probably not going to happen because Damon's probably going to do it after Christmas, and it won't be like Christmassy, but or whatever. Yeah. So I'm half expecting this shed to basically collapse. It's slowly falling apart. So essentially, it's like that'd be typical if the storm basically just does collapse the shed, because that would be great. Yeah. I've really been out of my game this year for Christmas stuff because I've just been well, I've been either really busy with work or just super down to basically actually do any Christmas shopping this year. So yeah, I got Damon a couple of things, but that's it. Collapse. Yeah, the office is kind of the escape pod's falling apart. Just things that I want to repair in the office that I can't really pay repair. So yeah. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out ways to actually replace it. It's just a bit hard because it's kind of, I built this thing. Me and Damon built this thing, and it's kind of, yeah. But yeah. Is that how? No, it's just a bit more windier than usual here. It's always been windy here, but essentially it's just a couple of storms have hit the UK, and they hit the hardest here, and they always hit the hardest here because of just the natural wind speeds are just so high anyway. But no, the doors just keep falling off, which is fun. And if the wind wasn't actually pushing against the door right now, it probably would like fall off. So I'm just waiting for a tiny bit of negative pressure to just kind of like take out the doors, and that's a wall gone from the office. So it's only got 3 more walls, and the differences in pressure in the office will probably take it apart. But I mean, it's still pretty strong. Probably not. It is not going to just completely collapse, but it's just going to be my luck because, you know, me. You didn't know that, Jeff? Yeah, it's a plastic office. It's a plastic shed. That was Damon's old shed. It was just Damon's old shed. They bought when he basically moved into this house, and essentially he built that. And then all of this wood paneling and stuff is because of the insulation that we put in it, so that it's not completely frozen in winter. And essentially it works. You know, it does keep the heat in and stuff, and junk, but it's just kind of wood is not. It doesn't last forever. So essentially, the plastic doesn't even last forever. It's kind of degraded a little bit because of the continuous use of the door means that the hinges of the door broke, and now I have to kind of like take the door off and put the door back on again whenever I open and close the door. So yeah. I mean, I can still make it secure and stuff. So basically, like, I'm not worried about any of my shit being stolen. I'm just more worried about basically the elements destroying it, because it's yeah. Essentially, the plastic of the hull of the escape pod, because it was christened the escape pod when I moved in, and yeah, the hull of the escape pod is plastic and will probably last forever because it's plastic. So yeah, but the insides of it are falling to bits because wood is just that way. So yeah. I don't think it will collapse. It's just that just a bit wishful thinking, I guess. If it does collapse, it means that I will be forced to make a new shed, make a new office. Like I was gonna get, but yeah. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about? We basically have planned-ish what's going to happen for Christmas, I guess. I'm hoping that will be next weekend that we do all of this stuff, but I don't know. That we do do the Santa video and do the Christmas party and stuff, because then if I do that in one go, then it'll be less shit. You know, I can record the video, and then basically I can then do the Christmas party hangout stream. So yeah, I'm having issues with one of my windows leaking, and all of my efforts to repair haven't stopped. So I'm hoping it lasts through the rainy season, then have the whole thing torn out and repaired. Yeah, that's essentially what's going to happen with the office. I think that I'm not going to get an upgrade because, well, I can't. afford it. But essentially, as soon as the weather gets better, I am doing a full rehaul of, and that means like I'm getting rid of the furniture even, except for the desk. Essentially, everything's going except for the desk and the computers, and then basically I'm going to just try to repair everything. Clearing the floor because the floor seems to get mold around the door. I need to get replacement doors, but they don't make these doors anymore. So essentially, we're going to have to make them, which is going to be interesting. And fix the roof because it's leaking. So yeah, I know that thing. But my best advice for the window thing is that basically I would just board it up. If it's leaking and everything that you do to basically, if it's unrepairable, if it's beyond repair, board it up. Board it up as best you can, and basically put like a sheet over it so that it doesn't get super wet. And then, yeah, because even if a bit of moisture, if it's like on a building, then it's like a bit the moisture that does get through will destroy your wall. I don't know exactly what the whole thing is, I don't know what the whole deal is, what kind of window it is, and stuff like that. But essentially, if it's beyond repair, board it up. Don't just leave it, and hope that it's going to get it's going to last for a certain amount of time. Just be proactive, I guess. What's the plan? Oh, for the Christmas video and stuff. Christmas video is going to be, I'm going to record the Christmas video, and then I'm going to because I can't record it and stream at the same time, because I'm going to record it in the house, and recording in the house means so I've got stomach cramps. Like I said, my tummy hasn't been that great. It's never that great when I'm going through large bouts of depression. When it's really big depression, it usually is accompanied by my tummy just not being right. It's because it screws with your appetite and stuff. Anyway, no. Yeah, the plan is that I'm going to record the video, then I'm going to get things ready just real quick for the hanging out portion of the Christmas party. It's going to be like an hour or two Christmas party, and then basically that's going to be that. So yeah. I did get my calendar. I got my mini diary, because I've been using my diary a lot this year, so that'll be nice. But yeah, that's going to happen next weekend, but I don't know when exactly the next weekend. I'm hoping for the Saturday, but it depends on exactly what's happening, because Damon is leaving for a Christmas party in Finland. So he's going to be because he's got a friend there, and he's not even sure the Christmas party is going to happen. But essentially, one of his best friends is not well, and it's Christmas, and he basically doesn't want to leave him alone, and that makes sense. So I'm not going to stop him. If anything, I'm a little bit annoyed that I wasn't invited to go to Finland with him, but whatever. But yeah, I think he goes on the Friday night, but he might go on the Saturday morning. I can't remember exactly when his plane leaves. But yeah, depending on when he's gone, then I'm gonna do the filming as soon as possible, so that I basically can have everything ready for when he comes back, because I'm going to use that opportunity to wrap up all of his presents and do a bunch of Christmas prep as well. So I don't know exactly what's happening that weekend, but I know that's happening at least sometime that weekend. Yeah. So that's either going to be on Saturday or Sunday, but I've got a feeling it's going to be more Saturday thing. So yeah, so in just under a week's time, we're going to do the Christmas party hangout thing. So yeah, I'm going to try to do the whole link thing on here. So basically, we end up with not just me, but testing out the SteamYard kind of split hangouts thing that we used to do. I'm going to try to post that in the Discord and see. I'm going to post the link in the Discord and see if anybody wants to just hang out and stuff. But yeah. I'm so glad to see you, Tubbs. I've missed seeing you, but that's why I had to do my check-ins on you. Oh, the email, dude. Yeah, the problem is that because I've been depressed, I haven't checked on my Tankertubs email address that often, so I do get it on my phone every now and again. So I mean, it's been nice hearing from you, dude. It's been nice hearing from you, dude. But like, I'm sorry about that, about the not responding a lot. It's basically because, like I said, I've just been trying not to fall into the trap of basically talking to people and then bumming them out with my depression bullshit, because I've been doing that to Itchy. I've been talking to Itchy and just I want to tell him, I want to talk to him about how shitty I'm feeling and stuff, and at the same time it's like I did it once and I made him feel bad, and I don't want to do that to anybody else. So yeah, but yeah. Same had me worry. Panda folks, you know, I've been online. I'm not anywhere near well, I'm near, but I'm never gonna do I'm never gonna leave voluntarily. This is not how I roll, you know. So you don't have to be worried about that. I'm okay. Ivan is here and he says hi. Howdy. Oh no, Tubbs, I'm sorry your tummy is upset. It's only upset now because I think this is the worst it's been all weekend. I think it's mainly because I've eaten quite well because my mother's been here, and it's kind of I'm not used to everything having to work again after me not eating that much. So yeah, that's all it is. It just get random like tummy ache and tummy cramps and stuff. It's basically that happens. And I've got itch. Oh, I'm fine. Panafox, I'm fine. Please tell Diamond I'm sorry to hear about his friend that isn't feeling well. Well, he basically had I can say this. I don't think he's going to mind, because I don't think anybody here knows this person, but his buddy, who's got a supervillain name. I'm not going to say it, but it's hilarious. His name is basically just a supervillain. It's like it, it's a Finnish name, and basically they all seem to be kind of like, you know, Dr. Evil kind of names, but it's just hilarious to me. But yeah, he basically is one of Damon's best friends, almost his boyfriend kind of thing, and essentially he had an allergic reaction that he then basically had to go to hospital for, and essentially he found out that he had diabetes. So that's fun for him. But yeah, that bummed him out, and also he's got to. There's other issues that involve his living situation now, and it's basically just made him really, 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 really depressed, which I get, I understand. So yeah, Damon's gonna go like see him and cheer him up for Christmas, so that'll be nice. So I totally understand. You are the rap king, Tubbs. You wrap your presents so nicely. Well, yeah, I've been doing a couple of that. I've only wrapped like 5 things up, and they've all been today. I've done all of those things today. It's weird. I thought that it was, yeah. Which social networks are you on? Are you now? Twitter? Question mark, says Ivan. I'm on all of the social networks as far as I understand. I don't do like Snapchat or anything. Yeah, I don't do Snapchat or any of that. Somebody showed me their page on Telegram, and I was pretty sure that Telegram was just a messenger clone thing, but it looks like it's almost like a Twitter clone now. But yeah, but I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Tumblr, and Discord. But yeah, I'm basically on all of them. Oh, excuse me. I'm basically on all of them. I'm on Instagram as well, but I just want to point this out to anybody that keeps trying to contact me on Instagram. I don't check that ever. I basically, whenever I upload anything to Instagram, I then sometimes see that there's a message waiting for me on Instagram, and it's like I might click on it, I might not, but essentially I've had people keep telling me that they've I had one guy really pissed off at me and called me very shallow and stuff because I didn't follow him on Instagram, and I hardly talk to him on Instagram, and it's like I'm not on Instagram that much. The only reason why I've got on into Instagram is because somebody suggested that I should basically post my drawer pictures to Instagram. Or was it my Tumblr pictures to Instagram? I can't remember which one it was, but basically they said that I can post things to Tumblr via Instagram. Yeah, it definitely was Tumblr. And it basically when I did that, it would also post it would also post them on Instagram and Twitter at the same time. So I basically opened up my Instagram account that I hadn't used forever, and I posted it on sorry, lost my track of thought. I'm trying not to read the chat as I'm explaining something. Yeah. I got Instagram because somebody said to me that I can post easily on Tumblr because I couldn't post on Tumblr at the time. I can't remember what the issue was. But somebody told me that if I basically posted, that's what it was. It was when Tumblr had its hissy fit about the whole don't know what to, about the Tumblr censorship thing. I can't remember. They called it something else. The big Tumblr fappening thing. But yeah, essentially what happened was I can post to Tumblr without triggering their whole "this image isn't allowed on Tumblr" thing. But somebody said to me I should use Instagram because Instagram posts to Tumblr, and if it's allowed on Instagram, then it's usually allowed on Tumblr, and also it kind of bypasses the whole, you know, filtered. They they don't scan Instagram pictures so much on Tumblr when they come through Instagram, if you know what I mean. So essentially, I opened up my Instagram and I posted on. Every time I come onto the computer, I basically quickly, because this is the photo that has all the images. It's just on my desk, and I just quickly like think, and I select a picture, and I just quickly just post that, and it posts to Grommer and Twitter, although I only post the link to the Instagram post, and Tumblr all at once when it posts there, and also to Discord as well when it posts there. And that's very easy and very simple, and that's the only reason why I'm on Instagram, is because it's basically I can post a picture, and it basically I don't have to worry about every time I'm on Instagram, or every time I'm on Twitter, every single time I'm on Facebook, or every time I'm on Tumblr. I don't have to worry about actually posting stuff because I've already posted something today, So yeah. Anyway, that's why I'm on Instagram. But there was a person, and this has happened a couple other times, but this just recently, there was a person who basically said that I was super shallow and I was only harvesting followers or something on Instagram, and that's the only reason why I posted on Instagram, even though I already explained to them that this exact reason why I post on Instagram. They were like, "No, you're shallow." It's like, well, I just told you. You know what? Forget about it. Bye. Because they basically said, I'm not following you anymore. I'm not following you anymore. I'm just going to fuck off. You know. So I was like, okay. It's like that with Twitter. Somebody basically said that to me about Twitter. It's like, I've noticed that your following and follower ratio is way off. Why aren't you following more people? And I was like, it's my business who I follow. I don't care how many followers I've got. I could have no followers right now, and I could follow whoever I want to. Are you going to complain then? I don't understand what the deal is. What's the big deal? I have no control over how many people follow me, and I basically just follow the people that I have talked to in the past or know. Essentially, that's the way it is. I don't just follow people that I don't know. That's not who I am. It's just the way that I use these things. But yeah, plus on Twitter especially, I don't want to get bogged down by the same thing that everybody's tweeting all the time. I want to see I want to see the people that basically the original content creators of these pictures and stuff like that, and these people happen to be my friends, so that's nice, as opposed to lots of people retweeting a bunch of stuff. That kind of really bugs me. So yeah, it's the same thing with Tumblr. Just recently, I'm thinking about culling a bunch of my Tumblr Tumblr pages that I'm following, because basically, if I look at the Tumblr feed, I have to basically, I have to basically just continuously scroll before I find something new, because it's usually just a bunch of people reposting the same thing over and over again, and I hate that. But yeah. Right. I've been trying to not look at the chat while I've been talking because it distracts me. Well, it distracts me in the middle of that. So yeah. I know, I just didn't want to be a bother checking up on you on Discord. Dude, I get it. It's just that you know me. You know, I just if I'm basically I don't wanna bug the crap out of people by telling them, but basically it bugs me saying the same thing over and over and over again. And I've had a lot of people that basically just have been like, "How are you? How have you been?" and stuff like that. You guys know how much I hate small talk. So yeah, I've been typing the same thing to these people over and over again, and I'm getting to the point where basically I'm not gonna respond to this stuff anymore. I'm just not, because so many times, only so many times can you say the word surviving, you know. Anyway, Telegram is more like WhatsApp. Okay, so it's not. I don't use WhatsApp, so I don't know what that means. But somebody, like I said, I saw somebody with a screenshot of, and they were like, "This is this is my Telegram profile," and it looked like a slightly older version of Twitter. So I was like, "Oh, so they've gone slightly Twitter now. Maybe I should switch." I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I have a Mastodon somewhere that place is a nice idea, but what? It is a little cumbersome to use. Okay. Telegram, I'm guessing. Yeah. Ivan says, I just wanted to watch your pause video, but your account on YouTube disappeared, so I was searching for your pause everywhere. Feet tubs. Bare feet tubs? I think it's called bare feet tubs. But that's the channel you should go and check out. If you basically go to the main page or the home page or whatever it is called on, unless you're using a phone, on YouTube, on Bear Tubs, on the Bear Tubs page, go to the home page on YouTube for Bear Tubs. There should be a list of channels. If there's not a list there, then it should be in the channels section somewhere at the top of the screen. And basically, that should be also on the phone. But so yeah, but I think it's called Bare Feet Tubs. So yeah, if you're looking for like videos of my feet, then that's where you can go. Panafox says, "Oh, dude, fuck him." Yeah, that guy. Fuck that guy. I just tried Google Tubs feet and a video on porn site appeared. I think someone stole it and uploaded it there. If you'd look, if do you mean? Oh, I've scrolled down too much. I got a new mouse because the scroll wheel on this is my old mouse, just gave the fuck up. And it seems to work, but work a bit too well. It's too sensitive. So when I scroll down, it scrolls down the whole page. It's like hitting the end button accidentally instead of the page down button. Anyway, yeah. If you're talking about Pornhub, yes, I only have one channel on Pornhub, and it's Hog Tubs. It's up there, and essentially, that's also my Twitter, by the way. Just there, Twat Tubs. Anyway, yeah, my Pornhub name is Hog Tubs, and basically all of my video archive is posted there. And I think there's even a playlist dedicated specifically to feet. So basically, have fun looking at that, because that is me. That's not somebody re-uploading my stuff. I think I'm pretty lucky. I'm not like big enough of a presence to basically for people to steal my videos and post other places. So that's good. So yeah. So I was looking under channels on the Bear Tubs page. Oh, so you're telling him to do the thing like, yeah, okay. You've already said it. Never mind. Hi, Grappian. I don't know who that is, but I think they say Ayo. Okay. LiveTUBBS is up and running, so check the channel out. Okay. That sounds like me, Tubbs. What? FMF says, I need to start posting belly pics again instead of being a constant ball of political rage all the time. Oh my god. I'm actually really annoyed at the whole politics because it's not that I don't care. It's that I don't care about people's opinions. I just look at facts, you know? And everyone's super hung up on their opinions. And they're not using their brains. It just winds me up a lot. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's basically my whole take. My whole take on politics right there. You know? People should look at facts and care less about their feelings. Because facts can kill. So yeah. Oh my god. I've lost where I was. Dude, I'm so tired of seeing political retweets on my Twitter page. Yes, I'm a member on a couple of groups on Facebook that are completely all about one thing or occasionally two things and stuff like that. And it's basically, it's like, yeah, this is really interesting. I'm scrolling down, and then there'll be a whole thing about how Trump is an arsehole. I'm like, oh god. Okay. And then people will keep talking and retweet it and we posting that. I'm like, guys, we're here to talk about something else. You're missing it, you know. It has nothing to do with this page, but it seems to happen everywhere I go on Facebook. So awesome. Anyway, Telegram is made by a Russian guy, and the Russian government couldn't get the keys to read the messages from him, so they kicked the guy out of the country and banned it here. Okay. Yeah, Russia. Yeah, it's really irritating because apart from the whole government, I really love the Russian culture. You know, it's really that's literally the only thing that bugs me about Russia is literally the politics of Russia. You know. Hello. Okay. So my preview cut out for a second then. But yeah, it's really irritating because I love the, you know, I like I like the geography of Russia. I like the people. Are you guys seeing me okay? Because my feed looks like it's cutting off every now and again. Yeah, I like the people seem really friendly. Whenever I talk to anybody from Russia, you know, they always seem really friendly and really, really happy, bouncy, jolly people. It's really irritating that that is essentially they're stuck in a country that usually hates them. You know. Good. You can see it here. Okay. It's just that on my screen, it just keeps it seems to be cutting out on the preview, but yeah, it's literally the thing of Russia is the thing that kind of bugs me about Russia. I don't know. Uh, often. Oh, so I'm reading a message that came up on here. It is stuttering a little. Shit. Computer, don't do this. Now you lost it. It says that it's okay. It's just kind of on and off. Okay. I think it's okay. Okay. Shut up, dude. How about now? Can you see and hear me? Sound off if you can. Turn your sound off. Just, yeah. I'm going to, as if you guys can still see and hear me, so I'm going to continue to read the comments. Political stuff only makes you be anxious and sad. Okay. Right. FMF says same thing with me and China. I love Chinese culture and language, but I hate the government. Yes. Yes. It's the same with a lot of countries, you know. I get it. Ivan says, Tubbs, are you in a polyamorous relationship now? I saw pics of you with a cute cub. Yeah. The thing is that me and Damon, we're in a relationship, but I also have a boyfriend in America. Technically two, kind of. I have a play buddy as well in America. And I have a pup as well. So yeah. There's also another relationship that I can't really talk about, but I can actually say that I have also got another relationship that only Damon knows about, really, and the other person. But yeah, but yeah, this isn't a new thing. This isn't a new thing. I have had pups in the past and stuff, and essentially, I don't mean dogs. And yeah, it's never been an issue with me and Damon. So yeah, I don't know why everyone's so shocked. Um, do I have an American label test? What? A label? I'm confused. I'm also tired. I'm tired and confused. Tubbs, have you always been more of a dom? Yes. Or were you a sub when you were younger? When you were a young cub? I've never been a cub. So, you're my friend, Panafox. I don't think we've ever been more than that. So you're my American friend. Um, the thing with me, I didn't really transition into from cub to bear. It's kind of a thing of like when I discovered the whole bear culture, I went from bear. You know, it wasn't actually a thing. The whole dom thing. Um, in the bedroom, yeah, I've mostly been more dominant. I've basically in a relationship, I've been very kind of like dominant equal, I guess, in most of my relationships. I don't like the other person to feel like they're less than me. You know, it's really a thing. It's why the whole slave thing doesn't really work that well with me because people want to be, like they like the whole dom slave thing, and I've tried that a couple of times with a couple of people, and as much as I like it, I don't ever like calling anybody a slave. Um, Sub, I call them subs, I guess. But yeah, yeah, when they're really submissive, those kind of guys. I don't like telling people what to do, but at the same time, I know if it turns somebody on, then I will tell people what to do if they really enjoy it, But they have to really enjoy it anyway. Um, the American pup. Oh, basically, I've definitely got more than one American pup. The problem is that basically, one of them I only do online play with, and we're probably never going to see each other. It's sad, but yeah. Um, the other one I only meet at Vegas. So yeah. Ask Itchy. Well, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm actually a bit tired, and I'm going to be honest, kind of want to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the toilet. I believe that total power exchange relationships are mostly toxic. Well, like I said, the thing is that basically the subs that the subs that I've had that I've been like the proper dom role at within is that basically we're friends. However, there's still an alpha in that relationship, and usually I'm it. And essentially, they kind of have like a submissive mode that they go into. And for this leather party that I was at, I was basically the dom to this one guy's sub essentially, and he was he would do anything that I asked him to do, what I told him to do. And it was never anything. It sounds a bit creepy-ish, but it was kind of like a leather fetish party thing. So essentially, it was at this thing. It was kind of cool to do, and he really liked it. He really enjoyed it, and basically, I enjoyed that he enjoyed it. So it was kind of a nice thing. Anyway, but yeah, doing that all the time would get exhausting. Doing that with that guy all the time would get exhausting, and essentially during breakfast and stuff, I couldn't maintain it at all. It was that was terrible. But yeah, I basically told him to go get me some eggs, and he got me some eggs, and that was it. I couldn't do it anymore. And then we just had a normal conversation, like we did for the rest of the time before that. It was weird. Anyway, guys, I'm off. I'm gonna go, and hopefully sometime this week I will be doing another live stream. But I'm still I'm not out of this. I'm not out of this this weird funk thing. But I will be trying to do the filming for the balloon video, the inflation video, and also I'm going to do the Santa video, but that's not going to be until this weekend. So yeah, there's that. This has been nice, though. It's been nice to catch up and everything. And I'm going to try my bestest. But if you don't see me until next weekend, then honestly, guys, there's nothing to worry about. Depression happens, and I kind of just want to distance myself a little bit from everybody. It doesn't mean that I hate anybody, I dislike anybody or anything. It literally is just because we're a bit of a hole, but it just happens. It happens. So yeah, Christmas is happening. I will get through this. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I am going to do it for you because, ow, I've been away for a long time. Oh, back stretch. We have belly scratch, belly rubs, and belly salute. And I'll see you guys next week, or maybe even before. Who knows? I was enjoying the wiki thing that we were doing, the daily wiki thing. I don't know. We'll see we'll see how this week goes. But I'm going to try to gear myself up because I have to do Christmas. So yeah. Anyway, doodles for now.